because just yesterday, I think one person wrote a petition to the Supreme Court to seek clarity. Say, I think say Attorney General Godfrey Dame. Former Attorney General and Godfrey Dame, the present one, Dr. Yini, or throw a letter Ekoma, Supreme Court, or Peso Bisa say, see, and Chief Justice Tokonu as a Chief Justice, no, does she still have the right to continue to be a Supreme Court judge and a justice judge and as a judge in all? It is answer and air course. Now, in all honesty, and as in this particular debate, air course and petition being flaunted around them, and a Martin Kpebu Ababe Chenadrian, according to him, in some of the Ababe Tuja, the head and tail is that based on all that aforementioned, a quite fast ye mamenom issues by year and how almost say we breach a year in a contract and I said you dear or no. One ye, as I say, in terms of ethics of being a chief justice with breachy. It's also based on all of these things. Shares you no. Osha, or Bitimaka say, Osha woman, or she will not be permitted, and I say she has no business being a Supreme Court judge, and I say even a judge for that matter. Now he explained the whole thing in detail. So it's for Yebe Pesi Ekwakuti in Semon Rankasa Edituja, Yababaka, Dr. Baumia or the Nsimbi Ababe Tuja. He is now blaming Mahama for lying and causing the COVID-19. Hey Baumia, baby Baumia do you? Hey, Dr. Baumia. Anyways, you could see in some way Babaka will hit straight to the camp of Dr. Baumia.
Practicable, and then also by way of precedence, as we have it within our jurisprudence, is it possible that for any argument to be made or canvassed, that the removed Chief Justice, Gertrude Tokonu, could still practice as a member of the Supreme Court and not necessarily the presiding?
It's a zero chance.
Zero
chance. There's absolutely a zero. There's absolutely no chance. Anybody who makes such an argument is being farcical. It's a joke. It's the most, hilarious joke I've ever seen. Listen, let's do it this way. By Article 128, etc., a justice of a Supreme Court has to have integrity and not be involved in moral turpitude. They think that 367,000 Ghana cedis were lost because Justice Tokonu signed for per diem for husband and then daughter, and the tickets are a joke. You know how many millions of citizens don't earn up to even 100,000 Ghana cedis the whole year? There are millions and millions and millions and millions of our citizens who don't earn 100,000 cedis the whole year. So when a Chief Justice takes such money for her daughter, when a Chief Justice takes, that's the $10,000, it's more than 100,000 Ghana. When a Chief Justice takes $6,000 for her husband, which is more than 60,000 Ghana, etc., don't call that a joke. When a Chief Justice also allows the daughter to travel with her, when it is not part of Article 71, conditions of service of the Chief Justice, it is not a joke. Huge constitutional breach. When a Chief Justice allows the husband to travel on the public purse, which is not allowed under Article 71, that is not joke. It's a huge breach of the Constitution. Let's stop kidding ourselves. You see, those who are pushing this argument that she can go and serve on the Supreme Court. You see, unfortunately, what they're doing is that because they keep pushing the argument too far, then we are forced to make arguments that we erode totally, okay, or leave next to nothing the integrity and moral turpitude of the Chief Justice. This thing should stop. It's as if we are in a banana republic. Anybody comes and just wants to say anything. It's not a joke. You know, you look at the millions of citizens who wake up, go to work every day, the whole year, they don't get 100,000. You take this in $10,000, which at the lowest will be 105,000. And if you look at the time, 2023, that was happening. You know, in the year 2023, we had the dollar not less than 13 Ghana. So you had 14, etc. You take such huge sums of money to give your daughter. You take such huge sums of money to give your husband. You take such huge sums of money to get business class ticket for your daughter, tickets for your husband, and somebody comes to say, oh, this is a joke. Please, 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 let's stop that. Rather, with every day that we keep discussing this topic, then it is the integrity of the Chief Justice that is being eroded. The more this topic is being discussed, then the more even you raise public anger. Is that how the Chief Justice behaved with our public purse? That's why I said, this, if you are not careful, you even do it, somebody will take the criminal aspect of this case on. Because it's a crime as well, abuse of public office. Check the Act 29, using public office for private gain. That's corruption. Corruption. So please, this thing, you see, I appreciate devil's advocate, but not this type of thing. Which court in this country or anywhere in this world will allow a Chief Justice who has taken our money and used it anyhow like this to continue in office as a Supreme Court judge? Why? What kind of logic is this? Please, let's stop. When you push the argument, you are just rather creating more trouble and eroding the integrity of the Chief Justice, because the more we discuss it, and then the more the ordinary citizens also engage in the conversation, then the more it becomes clear that our public purse has just been used anyhow. Like they say, Oga de chop am nyafu nyafu nyafu.
Oga de what?
Chop am nyafu nyafu nyafu. Look, Oga de
okay, so that is a some Martin Kpebu can say Oga de chop am nyafu nyafu. Aha, any sa Sydney, very much Sydney. Oga de chop am nya. That is it. Now, in some way, question let's move on the side of from the Supreme Court, because Senate amount for petitions. Okay, you see, as a Chief Justice, can she still be a Supreme Court judge? Can she still in same be and nona go fedame and nona if any Martin Kpebu sorry or part say ethically you're right, because you're we the bonnet. It's like play a beer. You're suspending for doing something wrong. Even though untimi bobo no, yes, you do untimi bobo, but to beat my the age na park no so it doesn't make sense. You just have to leave even the sideline. So that is exactly what is really going on at Martin Kpebu and some other two. I don't know now. Baumia is up here again now, and I felt for to man and say and yeah economists, because the news said the man when then on that say Kwame Japan catch Ghana for say ma economists for chance or meet my nyashe, which is coming from economists no can accept na Kwame Japan day. Your friend is saying Dr. Baumia Kenny Japan so a blasted your friend is saying Dr. Baumia say on finding X but me no finding S and na Brandy Champon so aka say they be amount for ideas or more ideas so answer ideas no or multi and show anything for. So everyone is blasting Baumia, and guess who Baumia is blasting? He's not seen any of the candidates. The person about me, Sisiano, on no Nipa na on no Kuno, you and or say I is more chilly, bro. Nipa about me and Nukusian, His Excellency John Dramani Mama, or parties a mama lied to Ghanaians. Say hardship, no. Hardship and a cost COVID-19 era and mismanaging, but not a COVID-19. T.M. blame Mahama for what? I don't know what Baumia is talking about. But you could see a bar near DC.
Na niema buo akosoropa. From 2022, COVID impacts no eba no. Ukraine war and COVID. Ema niema buo ekosoro. 2024 election. Mungina mo kai say na ye kase abdia esi no na niema buo ekosoro Ghana hanyina eye COVID na ebaye ema nipa niema buo ekosoro any Russia Ukraine war ye ka saade no omampanyi Mahama ne NDC omoka say ye twantro omo say COVID insan nimu at all enya sa no omoka almost economic mismanagement. And yes, I know Mukai. I say COVID and yet a factor. Me say me can say I think a nra and a omampeni echo New York and a omo okaka say Africa nyina niema bo echo soro because of COVID. Semot Marty. Or say COVID ninti ena niema bo e kosro. Or say a lot of your effort at reduce poverty over 10 years or 20 years. COVID no edi sa effort ni na abafom in just 2 years. Sa no kind. Enti sa onim sa but wanka election no. Enye sa onim ni kreno ba wanka yen yehu problem no. Omo ehu problem no. Enti nyame adom obi abehu baby and the kreno da. Enti 2028 yen sesan ya adwen yen fa Emma Dr. Baumia any MPP na yen fa economic management no enkoso because we.
Okay, so that's Dr. Bauman. Let me give him kudos because his tree now is impeccable. That's so Timmy K tree. Chale, one person the players all teach you about me. I say Timmy K tree. Come first all struggle, but Timmy bube krania that or yeah. So statement that Dr. Bauman Kano has to do with in some mama kokai UN. Our party say Africa say you push say ye press be kuyi nima. COVID-19 ne baye no growth anka wosi edu na bibia anka wosi edu sisia no COVID-19 ni impact no ama erode a growth of erode a growth of almost 20 years. Erode a growth of almost 20 years. So basically no opache sanka ene no ebia wosi edu grade B ebia enyina yeko A, America wo A, Africa obia wo C and D. Inti anka by now anka Africa wosi edu B no. Because of COVID-19, no, the impact, no, still na you will see D and you will see still anka was a could be no, that's will see and I have by a secret to D. In sense, some no says has eroded 20 years of Africa's growth, no, and not about me. I part to say this same man was saying, say the COVID had no impact on Ghana's economy, and the course to be a watch channel. It was mismanagement from the part of the New Patriotic Party then, which was led by Akufo-Addo and also the Vice President. So what is this? What we see now? Wako you na or justify what MPP was saying all along? I didn't know, but then you see, Baumi explained very fair here. Whilst Kene Japan and Kwame Japan and Bani Japan are fighting him, he's fighting. John Dramani Mahama for 2028 election. So, for once again, thank you so much for joining us on